Hello again. To expand on our exploration of joy, I wanted to share this story about a granddaughter trying to share it. And this is by Corrinne Averiss with illustrations by Isabelle Follath. This is Joy. Fern loved Nana. She loved her butterfly cakes, her mantelpiece mice, and her cat Snowball. Best of all, she loved her smile. But recently, Nana had stopped baking cakes. The mice were dusty, and Snowball was more like a ball of fuzz. Worst of all, Nana hardly ever smiled. "What's wrong with Nana?" Fern asked her mom. "I don't know," her mom replied. "It's like the joy has gone out of her life." "What's joy exactly?" asked Fern. "Joy is what makes your heart happy and your eyes twinkle. Like when we do dancing after dinner, or when I get the giggles with Ernie, or when I go whooshing down the slide. Yes, a lovely big whoosh is what joy is," said Mom. Nana deserved some whoosh, thought Fern, and if the joy had gone out of Nana's life, then she would bring it back. But where would Fern find it? And how would she carry it to Nana? She searched at the house for a catching kit. A tin, a paper bag, a saucepan, a box with no lid, a lid with no box, a fishing net, and a pointy stick. Into Fern's catching bag it all went. That afternoon, Fern and her mom set off for the park. There would be plenty of joy there, and no one would mind if she borrowed some for Nana. A puppy bounded towards Fern, its floppy ears flying up and down. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Fern giggled. She felt the whoosh of joy, and she tried to catch the bounce, but the bounce wouldn't go into the box. On the swing, a baby chuckled each time her dad tickled her feet. Tickle, tickle, chuckle, chuckle. And Fern chuckled too, and she felt that whoosh of joy. She tried to catch the chuckles, then she tried to catch the tickles, but neither the chuckles nor the tickles would go into the tin. When Fern reached a duck pond, a shimmer of sun sparkles rippled across the water. Fern smiled, and she felt that whoosh again. Nana would love this, she thought. She tried to catch the sparkles, first with her fishing net and then with her paper bag, and finally with a scoop from her saucepan, but the sparkles just disappeared. Finding joy was easy, but catching it was hard. Fern walked home with heavy feet. She loved Nana and wanted to bring joy back into her life, but her catching bag was empty. Nana was snoozing in her chair. Fern laid her head on her arm. "What's the matter?" asked Nana. "I wanted to catch some joy for you, but couldn't," said Fern sadly. So Fern told Nana about all the things she had seen instead. And to Fern's surprise, Nana smiled, and it was the biggest, widest whoosh of a smile Fern had ever seen. "You don't need a tin or a box or a net to bring me joy," Nana said. "You bring me all the joy in the world just by being you." The next day, Fern took Nana to the park, and whoosh, together they found joy in the most unusual places. And this time, Fern's catching bag was full to the brim with Nana's delicious butterfly cakes.